It's a clear sign that God is on our side, and it's also a clear sign that we're determined to take over the mantle of leadership come 2023. Because of the failure of APC-led government by one being deceitful and not being able to secure our land. They have rather succeeded in destroying the economy, our security, our social life, and everything you can think of. At least I've been privileged to read the history of Nigeria and those that have been leading us, including the military. Usually, we say that the worst democratic government is better than a military government. That is what we used to say. But for the purpose of this APC-led government, I want to say that the worst military government we have had in Nigeria is better than this particular government led by APC. I've never seen anything like this. People who don't want you to tell them the truth, when you advise them, they try to twist things and tell the world that you're against them. Is it not democracy that we're practicing? So I commend my colleagues, my other 12 governors, for their understanding and also for their resilience. Despite all intimidation and blackmail by this APC government, we are forging ahead. And today, I can tell you that Nigeria is hopeful. By the grace of God, we'll make ourselves available to sacrifice our time, our resources, our energy, our unity cannot be compromised. And we are committed as governors of the PDP in Nigeria to give Nigeria a new direction. A direction that will unite us more than ever before and will unite our country. You can imagine the entire country is divided along ethnic lines, along religious lines, and all that. But for us, we are coming on a rescue mission, and we have demonstrated that during the convention. We look forward that Nigerians will team up with us and ensure that we dismantle this current APC government that have record of worst corruption in the history of our country. So nothing at all that they say they were going to do, that they've succeeded in destroying everything. Even the efforts that we used to witness by previous governments, today we can see that corruption is worse under the APC-led government. On the former chairman and my brother Secondus, I think since the case is in court, I don't want to make comments on that matter, but we hope that even his grievances, we shall find ways of resolving it. And I believe with the kind of chairman we have now and other very distinguished Nigerians who were elected alongside with him, we also find a way of sitting down with him and trying to find a way to put this thing behind us. He's still a key stakeholder. As a former chairman, he's a member of BOT, he's also a member of NEC, and at all times he will always contribute to the growth of the party. I believe that himself is not happy with what is going on in our country. So for the sake of sacrifice, just like we have done, everybody will team up together, and we're willing to do that.
His Excellency, sir, there is this controversy about Benue State.
Chief makers who will always want to twist things the other way. We arm our people with lawful weapons I don't know who is the editor, but we are going to respond to him. But let me briefly say, that one too was a way of trying to twist fact so that they will give a dog a bad name to hang it. If I were to ask, let me ask the editor. I don't know him, but maybe you have a way of communicating. You people should help me ask him, what has he done about the so-called bandits? Has he written something to condemn the illegal weapons that the Fulanis, now called bandits, they may have called them Fulani terrorists? Has he written something to condemn what is going on in the entire country, where these people are carrying illegal weapons and are killing people, maiming people, raping people? And to my amazement, these Fulani terrorists were able to stand with these children, took video clips, snapped them, and posted it on social media. And they were carrying these prohibited weapons that even our police or even the army, I have not seen them carrying it. They did not even mask themselves. They displayed that level of impunity because they are being supported by the APC government. And then you're telling me that I should not do or amend a law to also empower our community volunteer guards with legal weapons. I did not talk of illegal weapons, with legal weapons. And you can imagine, the position of Benue State is very clear on Ruga, it's very clear on Cattle Colonies, it's very clear on open grazing. We have not hidden anything. We have said it openly. And we have a law in place prohibiting open grazing. Ruga is another form of open grazing. But all in the name of trying to steal our land and take over our land by the APC government. It's the same thing with Cattle Colonies. And we rejected it. You will recall that when we were not sought to give them permission for land there, they came here and decided to erect one Ruga in Zone C, another one in Zone B, another one in Zone A. And we said no. And Benue people went there and pulled down the signboard. I want EFCC and other anti-corruption agencies to go after those people because that money for the contract of Ruga business was paid upfront. And up to today, they have not sought to recover that money. I want them to go and recover that money. So, we are not part of Ruga. To my amazement, up till now, these people are playing politics with the lives of Nigerians. Otherwise, the National Livestock Transformation Program, which I am a member of NEC, we set up committees, and it was eventually approved as a policy that will solve this problem. I made input into that program. And in Benue State, for instance, we also included, and it is written in that policy, made case for pigs in Benue State because we agreed that we must address this matter, not uniformly, but based on peculiarities of our state. And in Benue State, the sweetest meat in the whole world, we have not eaten all the meat, but pig is second. And so I included it to be part of it. But even that, I emphasize that the policy must be in line with the peculiarity of Benue State, and it must include ranching. Outside ranching in Benue State no policy will be accepted here. That one we have made it very clear, and that is how we have a law. So it is mischief for anybody to go and say that I applied for money. If I applied for money, that was the directive that was issued to all the governors to collect money and do ranching. That is it. So there is nothing like Ruga here. Even this current one, there is another trick again that the presidency is trying to bring. You all heard about water bill, that they wanted to annex the banks of our river. And I say no to it 100 times. Benue people have told me to tell federal government that we're not going to accept that. Recently, they brought another one, going round and round and round and round again. And they said they are going to establish whether Cattle Colony or something.
Farm settlement.
Farm settlement, so that they will bring Fulani from Niger, from Senegal, from Chad, from Mali, terrorist Fulani people from these places to come and take over our land. I don't have any problem with our indigenous Fulanis who are here. We are cohabiting, we are doing everything fine. But to go and bring these terrorist Fulanis from other parts of Africa, to Mauritania, Libya, and all that, to come and take over our land. And I say capital no, nobody will come here and do any farm settlement center. We don't need that farm settlement center. But the National Livestock Transformation Program, I was part of it, we've agreed, and even with that, you are aware that Benue State was the first state that started this ranching program. And we have a law on it, but we don't grudge anyone. When money came, part of this was donation from EU. Instead of coming to Benue, they decided to do other states and leave Benue out. We are not complaining. We are comfortable with our law, and no one will come with any farm settlement center here in Benue State. We will not accept it. But we have land for ranching. Anybody who wants to do cattle business is free to apply for land, and when it's approved, we'll lease it to you. We're not even selling it to you.